Okay, so I'm just gonna go through the music video and talk about the effects I did, why I did them, and what inspired them. Okay. So this first logo, obviously, got the Mercedes logo. I sort of expanded it on Photoshop, made it rotate, just put the text beneath it. That was quite simple. They're directed by Ben Bickley. That's done in After Effects using Sabre plugin. And then finally, the B-ring, sort of inflatable life things, also on Photoshop, just expanded again and then spun around. So these first shots are just sort of establishing shots showing what's to come. This is quite a cool transition, but yeah, just like that transition, thought it was cool. It seemed to work well with the video. I'm happy with how it turned out. Obviously it says head spin, so just moved the camera with his hand. This one was a little bit more work, quite a few layers on this one. Had to film the artist on a green screen, have him on a swivelling chair, and just sort of spin him. And then I've taken away the green screen, cut his head out, and created these masks so that his head can pop out of the mask and make it look like it's coming through the floor. Quite like that effect, but it's just a bit of fun, to be fair. So this is just something I saw on a YouTube video of someone saying their favourite music video effects. Thought I'd give it a try, put it to the beat, it looked quite cool. This is just masking, cropping him out as he comes behind the pole. So with this, initially in my pitch I thought I was going to do full animation of the characters, so I follow him through a video just animating in full colour and with the outline. After doing some experimentation earlier in the project, I found that would have been way too time consuming and just would have taken up way too much time. So what I did instead is I actually took inspiration from a Lyrical Lemonade video where they, instead of animating all the frames, they just animated maybe 2 or 3 and just looped it, and I just thought I'd use that instead of spending so much time on doing the full animation. Obviously just more animation, just sort of scribbles. That's about it for that one. Yeah, and then the animation around the jumper just to highlight what he's saying. I thought it went quite well. Didn't take too long, a bit longer than I thought it would. It was quite a high frame rate, so you're putting in a lot of work and not getting too much back, so it can be annoying, but I feel like it worked well, so I was happy with it. This is just a zoom transition. And then obviously, as he says wavy, I've put on a turbulent displace and let it rotate a couple times just to have a nice effect when he says wavy. So with this walk by transition, I had planned in the shoot for someone to walk by so that I could reveal the Mercedes as he says the word, but unfortunately we didn't for some reason get that shot. So what I did was got my green screen out and filmed myself walking through the shot, and I was able to put it into this and make a transition with that. So obviously you can hear in the song that his voice reverbs or repeats what he said, so I thought it'd be cool if the clip did the same thing, just in time with the song. This was actually just an effect that I stumbled on. I didn't realise what it was, I just sort of put it into the timeline, it looked quite cool. Once I put it to the beat, I thought that actually looks quite interesting, so I thought I'd leave it in there. Now, with this part of the song, I've sort of had to cut up the video a lot because unfortunately the artist didn't actually know his lyrics to this faster part, so I've tried my best to not make it seem like that's what's happening by just cutting a lot, so that you're not quite looking at his mouth, you're more looking at the big cuts, big changes, so that you don't quite notice that he's missing out his lyrics. This is actually a callback to the last video we made together. The last song was called Two Faced, and that was the video I made for my last FMP. It was cool to see that in this. Just a slow fade out. And then I used Turbulent Displace to bring in the graphic, and then below where it says Good Life out now on Spotify, took that into After Effects and put on the Saber plugin and just played with the colours to make it look different. I thought it looked a bit more interesting than just the white text that was there before. Yeah, that's it. Pretty happy with the outcome. One thing I would have liked to do is a bit more animation, but obviously didn't have time for that. So I feel like if I was going to do another project like this, I would focus it more around the animation so that I could put more time into that instead of having to focus on other editing parts. So I could just focus on animation and get that level of animating skills like up. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.